Everyone takes a piece from the center to show how soft it is. I'll take one from the very edge instead. Look. You don't have to fight for the middle. The edges are just as amazing. I start by placing 700 grams of all-purpose flour into a mixing bowl. I add 1 tablespoon of salt and give it a good mix. Then I make a well in the center. I pour in 400 milliliters of water. I add 1 teaspoon of sugar and 10 grams of dry yeast. You can also use fresh yeast, about 25 to 30 grams. I give it a stir so the sugar and yeast mix together a bit. Then I pour in the rest of the water. I add 50 milliliters of oil. I've mixed everything with a wooden spoon as much as possible. Now I'll start kneading the dough. When adding water, just make sure it's not cold. It should be lukewarm, room temperature, or slightly warm. Now that the ingredients have mostly come together, there's just a little more kneading to do. I add 20 milliliters of oil and continue kneading everything together. It's basically the same as kneading a classic yeast dough. I keep kneading until the dough absorbs the oil. Just a bit more. I turn it, pat it down, cover it with a cloth and leave it to rest for about 15 minutes. I dust the work surface with a bit of flour, then place the rested dough on it and knead it again lightly. Don't knead too much, just a little. Fold one side over and turn it around. Pat it lightly and divide it into 8 pieces. If one piece is larger, move some to a smaller one. Now shape each piece of dough into a ball. If it's easier, you can do it directly on the table. Or fold the outer side inward, like me. Either way works. Whichever feels easier for you. Take a large plate or tray and oil it well. Then arrange all the dough balls on it. Brush each dough ball with oil. Make sure to brush between them so they don't stick together. Press them gently with your hand. If you notice any dry spots, just brush a bit more oil over them. Cover everything with plastic wrap so it doesn't dry out, then with a cloth and leave it for about 30 minutes. For the filling, you'll need 500 grams of cottage cheese, a bit of salt if it's not salty, and 2 whole eggs. You can also add some sour cream to increase the quantity. Mix everything well and the filling is ready. When the dough has rested, brush the work surface with oil so the dough doesn't stick. Dip the brush 2 or 3 times and cover a large area with oil. Take one piece of dough at a time. If the dough has absorbed the oil and dried out, you can brush a little more on top. Now stretch it gently by hand. See how soft and easy it is to work with. You can even lift it and stretch it slightly by hand, whichever way feels easier. You can also use the plastic bag trick. Place a bag on top and just press it with your hands. I'll show you with this dough bag. See how great it looks, even through the bag. That works too. Or like this. No problem. Pull it a bit. If it tears, it's not a big deal. We'll stretch it roughly like this. Now fold this side over. And fold this side over too. Since there's already enough oil, we don't need to add more. But we'll add the filling. Add 1/8 of it. Distribute it evenly so you have enough for all 8 portions. Now roll it up like this. Stretch it a bit more by hand. Then transfer it to the pan. Before taking the next piece of dough, brush the surface with oil again. Place the dough and stretch it with your hands. Brush a bit more on top, then add filling. Roll it up. Once rolled, transfer it to the pan. And keep going. Repeat the process until all the dough is used. I'm placing the last piece now. It'll rest only while we prepare the topping. Use the same bowl that held the filling and add 1 or 2 eggs. You can use 2 if you prefer. Add a pinch or 2 of salt and 200 milliliters of plain yogurt. Mix it up and the topping is ready. Before brushing it over, press the pie gently with your hand. Even it out a bit and push the rolls together. Something like this. Now pour and spread the topping evenly. Use up all of the topping mixture you prepared. Once the dough absorbs it, it'll turn beautifully soft. Now we just need to cut it. Cut it into 4 or 5 pieces, as many as you'd like. Once that's done, I preheat the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. Then I take the pie to bake in the hot oven. It's baked and I've left it to cool slightly. This time I baked it just how we like it. It's still very hot, but I want to show you. Look at how soft it is. Beautiful. Look inside. A gorgeous cheese pie.